With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This is Eric Dickerson, four-time rushing champ. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Running it with Dickerson. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Manning on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's complete to his running back, Peyton. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Peyton going to get it again on second. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On the give, here comes Peyton. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board.
Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 21. Here's the option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
You ain't going nowhere.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now they'll change things up. On 2nd down, here's Manning. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marvin Harrison, 62 yards. And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball,
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and 6. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down to the 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And Madden keeps it himself. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
79 Broncos. Go.
They go play action here on first down. That is complete downfield to Gronk. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Come on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Come 19.
They'll look to throw again. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As
as expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hurt. Buffalo 18. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Ready, break.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Go straight.
In motion left goes a tight end. They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Peyton. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's go now.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and run the option. They'll try and run for it. Fights through him. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Walter Payton taking it in from 11 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. You don't see option pitches a whole lot in the NFL, but there worked out pretty well, resulted in a touchdown.
And it's hard for defenses because they don't see it very often, so the time in preparing each week is probably minimal. So when it comes at them, it's often a surprise. And what a nice job on the read. Pitch to the running back, and he takes it all the way in for a touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Manning now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Here's Eric Dickerson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And now they'll audible to something else. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. He's got it to the 43 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come up with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown! Walter Payton with his second touchdown of the night. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, you know, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
They fake the handoff. Now Manning. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Manning looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, he still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot. Touchdown Colts. Reggie Wayne, 67 yards. And the Colts have retaken a third quarter lead. Gay is on for the point after. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Hey, Trash. Seven Pirates.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Hey! 19 Lions.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going for the deep ball. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Hold ready.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Left thing 19. Check
In
back,
motion
check
left
back.
here, one of their tight ends. 2nd and 15. Buying time to his left. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 28.
Big, 79 Broncos. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And they're going to speed things up here. And now an audible here into something else. They'll set up to throw. He'll drop this off to Peyton. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his crew will take